Okay, yes. So in last class, we have discussed how to automate a drop down. There is some pending topic is there. First, let's finish that one, and after that, we can continue advanced XPath topic today. Okay. So in the last class, the pending topic is so I'm navigating to Orange HRM, and I'm clicking on here admin 123. Admin, organizations and locations, navigated. And after that, I clicked on add button. So here I want to select, drop down one of the country. So while inspecting this web element, see this web element got selected automatically. I could not able to select this inspect element. So whenever I'm doing right click on this web element, the focus it's not staying on that web element. See that is the issue. So this kind of issue you will face it while inspecting the web elements, particularly on drop downs or menus. You will get this kind of, so you could not able to inspect the moment when you will right click, see that it's got selected, but we could not able to inspect the web element. Okay, so to overcome this issue, what we have to do, so just first right click on inspect on any of the web element. So just click on this here. Okay, and here what you need to do is first you need to press Control Shift and P. So I'm pressing Control Shift P. Okay, so after inspecting the web element, you have to press Control Shift and P. So you will get prompt like this, run command. So I'm entering focus view for CUS. So initially it will be so you have to type focus here. So you have to select emulate a focus space. So you have to click on this link, emulate a focus space. So I'm clicking on this here. So after clicking on emulate focus space, you have to select this one, this select button. Okay, I'm clicking on the mouse over here. See my mouse over. So I'm clicking on this here, and I'm keeping the mouse over here, Albania. And see, when I'm selecting Albania, see this is the element got highlighted. So like that, the web element we have to inspect. Okay, so these all the web elements. See, other than select tag, so here division tag is there, and it contains the first drop down value as select, and second drop down value as Afghanistan, and third drop down value as Albania. So like this. Okay, so previously we cannot able to inspect these web elements. Now we could able to inspect the web elements. And what is the XPath we had written in the last class on the drop down? Okay, let's go to the drop down part. Drop down other than select tag. So this is the XPath we had used. Control C. Control F, Control V. So total how many it is showing? 1 of 239. Okay, so first Afghanistan got selected, next Albania got selected, next Algeria, next American Samoa, okay, next Andorra. So there are 239 countries are there with this XPath. So the drop down contains 239 countries. So how this XPath was written, we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay, so how to write this XPath I will tell you. So before telling this how to write this XPath. First, there is a dependent topic, advanced XPaths. So once after completion of these XPaths, I will explain you how this XPath was written, and in real time, you have so the system is generating on after clicking on these three dots, system is giving copy XPath. So whatever system is giving those XPaths, people will not use in the automation scripts. You have to write XPaths manually. Okay, that is the preferred way. What so far in your previous programs, what we are doing, just we are clicking on these three dots and copy XPath. Simply we are using those XPaths in our automation scripts. Okay, that part you have to do while doing your practice labs. But in the real time, you have to write XPath manually for every web element. So that is the topic we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay. Now we will see how to write the XPaths part manually. Okay. After completion of advanced XPaths, I will tell you how to write the XPaths for countries as well. We can discuss. Okay. So this is the username text field. I want to write XPath for this web element. So simply I'm doing right click and click on inspect. This is the web element got highlighted. Okay. So now I want to write XPaths manually. Okay. Let me take a fresh notepad. What is this web element? This is the web element. So I'm taking copy element. Come to the notepad. So I copied this element. Now I'm going to write XPath for this web element. So first, instead of this one, I have to write double slash. Okay. And I have to begin square brackets. Okay. After double slash, what is the tag name here? So instead of this, we have written double slash. And after that, we have to write tag name. Okay. And after that, you can take any of the attribute and value combination. So this we can call it as an attribute and value combination. So I'm taking this one. This is so I'm taking this one. And here you have to write at the rate. And instead of double quotations, you have to write single quotation. This is called XPath of this particular web element. Okay. Suppose if you want to write XPath for this web element in another way, you can write double slash and whatever tag name input, and within the square brackets, you can write at the rate, and you can take any of the combination of attribute value combination. So I'm taking now this one. Copy, paste it. So instead of double quotation, keep it single quotations here. So this is the XPath of this web element. So we can write XPath in a number of ways for this particular web element. So how can I know this web element XPath is correct or not? So you have to validate that XPath is correct or not. So simply what I'm doing is Control C. I'm taking Control C, go to this web page. So here you can press Control F, and I'm doing Control V. See here that web element, it is showing 1 of 1. 1 second, guys. So if you observe here, it is showing 1 of 1 here. See this particular XPath, if it is showing 1 of 1, this is the XPath of that particular web element. Okay. So in case if you want to write XPath based on that, you can write XPath within the double quotation, whatever XPath you have written, you can write it like this. Okay. So, and let's validate second XPath. So I'm taking Control C. And here I'm pasting Control V. And if it is showing 1 of 1, see, and that particular web element got also highlighted after pressing enter. So here it is showing 1 of 1. That means that our XPath is correct. If it is showing 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4, that means that XPath is not the perfect one. So whenever that web element is identifying uniquely, so it will show one of one. So like that. So let's write XPath for login button now. Okay, right click, click on inspect. So this particular web element got highlighted. Where is that? Okay, let me inspect again. This one. And let's copy this one. Copy element. Guys, tell me how to write the XPath part. So first I have to write double slash. And what is the tag name now? Button. And square brackets begin and square brackets end. And you have to write at the rate. And you can take any of the, so I'm taking this one. At the rate type is equal to submit. Don't use double quotations within the XPath, use it single quotation. So let's copy this one. Control C and paste it here. Control V. See, this is showing as one of one. That means our XPath is correct. So you can use this XPath directly. Right. So like that, we can write XPaths. Instead of taking XPaths, whatever system is giving, those XPath, it might work temporarily only. But if you are coming and executing XPath day after tomorrow or after 5 days, after 7 days, those XPaths might not work perfectly. But if you write XPaths manually like this, these XPaths will work all the times perfectly. So in real time, people will write XPaths manually only. Whatever system is giving those XPaths, it is no guarantee it will work all the times. That's the reason we will write XPaths manually for any of the web elements. And in real time also, people will use XPaths only to locate the web elements. So now we understood. Now you guys have to tell forgot your password. So for this web element, how to write. So let's inspect. Forgot your password. Where is this is called highlighted? Right, right. This is the web element. Copy element. Forgot your password web element I have taken. Right, guys. So double slash. What is the tag name? P and square brackets begin and square brackets end. And I have to write at the rate. And you can take any of the attribute value combination. For this attribute value, there is no value. Okay, for the first one also, there is no attribute value. Third one, it is there. Okay, third one, it's there. This is the one. Okay, right. So in this case, what I am doing is, I am not taking any of the attribute value combination. So I can write XPath differently also. Text of is equal to whatever text between, this is paragraph tag and paragraph tag is ending here. So whatever text, so this is the text, forgot your password. So this is the text, it contains even space also developer had given. So we have to take complete space, including space also. Okay, control C. And within the single quotation, I'm pasting here. This is the XPath of this forgot your password web element. Okay. So in case if you don't want to take attribute value combination, and if you want to take the text, you can take the text and you can write it like this. So double slash P text of is equal to You can write the text, whatever had been given. Let's validate this one. Control C, Control V. See, forgot your password, that XPath was taken. Suppose in case if you don't write space, because developer had given space also here. So that web element, it cannot be identified. Sir, I have written correct one, but XPath is not identifying. So something like that, you will find the issues. So just observe it. I'm removing the XPath. See, now it is showing 0 of 0. But if I'm giving space, it's identifying. So whatever developer is giving, exact one you have to take. Okay. So like this. So instead of taking attribute value combination, you can also take text also. Whatever text is present between the tags, you can take that text and you can write a text of is equal to like this. Okay. So this is another way. Instead of taking attribute value, you can also take XPath. Okay, right. Okay, let me show you the programs part here. See, I have written XPaths input a txt username, txt password, and id is equal to login button. Okay, like this. Suppose if you don't want to specify the tag name, you can write star also. Star means whatever tag name it could be. So developer today has been written input, tomorrow might written input text field, something like that. So if developer is keep on changing the tag name, so you can specify star, so that whatever tag name, it will identify based on the properties. Whatever properties are fixed, so based on the properties, that web element will be identified. So if you want to write particularly the tag name, you can write the tag name. So the preferred way is, you can, developer is giving tag name and it is fixed, you can write it exact tag name. But if developer is keep on changing the tag name and you are not sure what tag name, so in that case you can use star. So star means any of the tag name. Okay. So like this, we can write the XPath. So these XPath, we can also call it as a relative XPath. Relative XPath means identifying the XPaths based on its attribute and value. Okay. So in the interviews, people will ask a question, how many types of XPaths are there? They will ask you. So you have to tell absolute XPath and relative XPath. One is absolute XPath and relative XPath, second one. So far we had discussed about relative XPath. So the relative XPath, we are writing double slash tag name, and within the square brackets we are giving @attribute is equal to value. That's it. Okay, that is the syntax. Double slash tag name. If you don't want to write tag name, you can use star symbol, and @attribute is equal to value, single quotation. Whatever, you can take any of the value. So like this we have written, and another one also we have written relative XPath. This one just now we have written tag name. Okay, text of is equal to whatever text is developer had given, that text you will write. So these are the examples for relative XPath. What is the example for absolute XPath? Okay, absolute XPath means, so just right click on this web element, inspect, and go to copy full XPath. So this is called copy full XPath. We can call it as the absolute XPath. So I'm taking copy full XPath. See, this is the full XPath of username. And if I want to take the XPath for password, right click on inspect. This is the one highlighted. Copy full XPath. This is password XPath. Okay, so like this, getting writing a full expertise means absolute expert. Okay. So in the interview, we will ask a question, one question. Absolute experts. First one is absolute expert and relative expert. Okay, so they will ask you what is absolute expert. Identifying the tag, identifying from root node. Root node means HTML tag. So identifying the web element from root node to current node. Current node means current tag. So traversing from root node to current tag name, current tag is called absolute expert. Traversing from root tag name to current root node is called full expert. Okay, absolute expert. But relative expert means identifying the exact web element based on its object attributes and values. So this is called relative experts. And interviews, they will ask a question, which XPath is preferable while writing the scripting. So the preferred XPath is the relative XPath, because if developer is removing some web elements, suppose in the scripting part here developer had removed some labels or something, he has added or modified or deleted, this XPath will be impacted. Means this XPath cannot be located when you are executing your script next time. But the relative XPath, it won't be impacted, because we are locating that web element based on its attribute and value. But here we are traversing from root node to the last tag name. So in case if developer is adding some more web elements, here some more tags will be added. So that means taking of absolute XPath is not recommended. Okay, the most recommended is relative XPaths, because those even the script got modified or added or deleted, the relative XPaths it won't impact, because we are locating that web element based on its attribute and value. So all the times your scripts will be executed perfectly. So now we understood. So in the interviews, if anybody will ask what is absolute XPath, what is a relative XPath, okay, absolute means identifying the tag name from root node HTML tag to current tag name, and it is not recommended, because whenever developer is adding or modifying or deleting, that XPath will be impacted and script cannot be executed, and it will throw no such element exceptions. So we have to prefer relative XPaths only in our programming, and don't take system generated XPaths also. You have to write it manually. Okay. Now onwards, whenever you are writing locating any of the web element, you can write the web elements XPaths manually. Okay. Okay. Now let me tell you one more thing, one more important. So developer had given forgot your password. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay. Okay. One second. Oh. So you want to click a web element inbox of 123. The automation test engineer, he has written text of is equal to inbox of 123, and that web element is clicking on inbox of 123, and that script is working fine. Okay. The next day, the automation engineer is executing script, but by the time the inbox count is 153. Okay, but the script XPath, it is looking for inbox of 123. So obviously it will throw an exception, no such element exception. Okay. So here that number is keep on changing. If number is keep on changing, okay, and you are not sure the text is keep on changing, then you can write xpath like this, contains text of comma inbox, and you can close the parenthesis. Okay. If it is exact one, you can write it like this. Suppose if you want to write it, click on admin. Admin is a, you have written, click on admin. So this one you can write it because this is fixed xpath. But if you want to write such kind of these web elements, okay, don't use text of is equal to, because that text is keep on changing day by day. Okay, in that case, you can use a keyword as contains of and close the parenthesis, and text of comma, you can specify the value. So whichever value is fixed, keep that value. Okay, so based on that value, that web element will be identified. So then, so if the web element text is fixed, you can write it this approach. But here web element text is not fixed. Web element text is not fixed. Text is not fixed. It's keep on changing. It's keep on changing. So don't prefer this approach. Text of is equal to means it will check for the exact value. Okay. So, but exact value it's not available on the next day or day after tomorrow after 1 hour. So the web element xpath text is keep on changing. So in that case, you can write the xpath like this, contains text of inbox. Guys, you understood this point? So you have to write xpath like this. Okay, let me show you this example. See, like this, contains text of is equal to nationalities. So you no need to write complete one. But if it is fixed, we know this is a fixed one. So generally the fixed one, we can write it like this, nationalities. Okay. But if these nationalities are keep on changing, my nationalities, all nationalities, something like that. So in that case, if developer today he has updated label name as my nationalities and all nationalities, so something like that, he is keep on changing. So you are not sure every time the script is getting failed. So you can take common text, whatever is not changing, keep that one, and contains text of comma, so that it will be identified. So generally, these kind of examples we will use. But on the menus, it will be fixed. So in that case, is equal to we can use. But if text is keep on changing, we can go with second approach, contains text of. Okay. So that's I want to tell. And I want to tell you one more important also. So if ID is keep on changing, suppose ABC 1 2 3. So you have written a text, you have written an XPath like this. Let me tell you. So tag name, whatever it could be, @ID is equal to, @ID is equal to ABC123. Okay, ABC123. So today your web element ID is ABC123, and tomorrow your web element, the moment when you log in next time, okay, the web element ID is ABC124. The moment when you logged out and logged in, again the same web element ID it is coming 125. So each login session, the ID is keep on changing. Okay, in that case, don't take this one and take contains @ID comma ABC. Guys, understood everyone? Okay. So that is the advantage of contains. Contains means it will check based on the text. If is equal to means it will check exact value comparison. Okay, that is the we can check either ID, name, or any attribute value combination. You can test it like this. Okay, so that's it on the contains of. And I want to tell you one more part. Start with text of is equal to nationalities. Okay, so you need to understand what is the difference between these two things. So the label name must have to starts with nationalities. So here the label name, it will look for the web elements, either my nationalities. It will click on my nationalities, all nationalities. So such similar web elements, it will be identified and the first web element will be clicked here. Okay, if you are writing xpath. But if you are writing keyword as starts with text of, it will click wherever nationalities web element is available. That the label name started with label name. So here there are three web elements nationalities. So it will click the text. The label name starts with the nationalities. It will click for this one only. Okay, starts with the text means wherever the text contains text means in the whole world wherever nationalities is present, it will click for that web element. Okay, so in this case it will click on my nationalities. So if these three web elements are there in the UI, okay, if these three web elements are on the UI, okay, so this xpath will identify this xpath starts with the text of, so it will click for this web element. Contains text of means, so wherever nationalities text is present, so the first web element will be clicked. Guys, understood this difference? What is the difference between contains text of and starts with the text of? Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So starts with the text of means the text must have to start beginning text. It has to match. Contains text of means in the whole word it will look, and the first web element whatever it identifies it will click that one. Okay. Okay. So let me share this xpath. Okay. Still second part is there. I will share you a link after 10 minutes. So today whole topic is how to write xpaths manually. So this is the important one. To survive in the industries, you have to know how to write xpaths because this is our primary job. So if you are comfortable this lab, you can able to write automation script by yourself. Okay, just refer this notepad is very important. Okay, let me share this one.